Oh boy. Restart.
Hello, listening audience. Fucking take two. Welcome back to Toonkind at 12 FPS. My name is Rowan Gale, and welcome to Is It Supposed to Do That? An FPS starring myself and my lovely, wonderful, beloved piece of lasagna.
Haha, it me, lasagna, one of the many pastas I go by. And I am bringing an idiot bird who totally can cook here to help make lemonade. Yeah, he'll do great. There will be no shenanigans, just like this recording has not been cursed. It's fine. It's good. It's gonna happen.
This recording is so cursed! God damn it, OBS, I will fight you with a fucking pipe wrench.
It will happen. But speaking of fighting, which hopefully does not happen, um,
I don't have any
you,
combat planned.
our beloved Yuu Au'Dienz, you receive a message on your plot device,
Mm-hmm.
asking where you are located.
Which is a little unusual, because there's only really ever like two, maybe three places he is at a given time. He is always either apartment, Moria's office, or library.
Hmm.
And today, it is apartment.
Yeah, yeah. So as soon as that is known, hey you, hi. You suddenly have a bird kicking open your door.
Right, time to roll a wisdom save.
Yep.
That's a nat one.
Oh boy, we're doing great, guys.
Um, That is a nat one on that wisdom save. So, Jubilee, you kick open this door, and there is a very loud, very startled yelp from the owner of this apartment, who accidentally, promptly yeets a mug at you.
Let's just see. Um, why not? We'll roll a dex save. Let's see if he can avoid, because Juby is rude. Uh, and the dice are a little bit ruder, but that's a 12, so it's a near miss, but he does avoid the mug.
Yeah, Juvie, you kick the door open and then immediately duck, and you hear the sound of porcelain shattering against the hallway wall.
Well, it's it's been a few weeks since I've been greeted by something like that. Uh, do be careful. I don't want these plans to get ruined.
Hi,
Also,
hello.
hi.
How did you? Hi, flower shop guy. How did you
Hmm.
find my house?
Don't worry about it. Uh, Lot.
How did you get the door open?
Well, you see. Hey you want to roll perception?
Happily. That's a 22.
Yeah, you can clearly see among the other things that, are on this chain at Jubilee's hip that is so very decorative, that has some very shiny things. You also see a set of thieves' tools.
You kind of just deflates against the counter. He's wearing like a comically bright yellow pair of rubber gloves. Uh, Jubilee can see that there is a sink full of dishes as this guy just fucking deflates like a balloon and just. Yeah, okay, that seems normal. As long as you didn't break my lock. Um,
I'm a far better lockpick than that. Give me some credit.
I barely
Anyway.
know you.
Well, I mean, you did save my life. Either way, speaking of that, I spoke with Dr. Everlight about the thing and the weird pecking lemonade you're supposed to make. I have stuff that might be able to make that.
Dot, 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 dot. Processing. Wait, seriously?
He holds up, which is also why he kicked open the door instead of opening it normally. Um, he has an armful of plants. There's, at least two different varieties of these plants. They're very pretty. You
Uh,
probably has no idea what these are, though.
I'm gonna roll a flat intelligence.
Hmm.
That's a 21, actually.
Huh.
So you actually, like, walks up to Jubilee and, like, looks over these plants, and there's sort of a tilt of the head and just, oh, wow, that's strong stuff. How'd you get a hold of these?
I have connections in many places.
Clearly.
Hmm.
Um, alright, well, don't just haunt the doorway like a ghost. Come in and be polite about it.
All right, all right. And he does come in, and behind him, like kind of with his wing, nudges the door closed, much more gently than he kicked it open.
You will actually, like, take care to note that it is actually properly locked this time, because still, what the fuck was all that?
He knows how to make an entrance. It's fine. Um, I can say you probably doesn't need to roll this. Uh, now that Juby's actually inside, you can just base insight tell. Uh, Bird was probably excited by this idea and just kind of crashed through in that classic Toon fashion of I have an idea, this immediately needs to happen. Did not consider consequence.
Incredible.
Hmm.
Incredible. Oh boy.
And Juby has immediately gone to the kitchen and started looking about. He's not poking at anything yet, just looking.
You can actually roll perception if you like.
Sure. You need to remember what your perception is, my boy. I know it's not. Yeah, okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. 14.
14, that's not bad at all. So you're like poking around, not like, messing with stuff, partially because your hands are full, I'm sure.
Hmm.
Um, and you're like looking it over, and it's nice. It's, a little studio apartment with, it looks kind of old, very much like that industrial style. There's a brick wall that still has a painted advertisement on it,
Hmm.
that's been faded by years but is still legible as being for some kind of coffee.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh,
It's cozy.
yeah,
It's good.
the kitchen is very, very cozy. Um, the kitchen is very cozy and very fun. And I'm sorry, I'm stalling. I'm trying to find, because I actually built Yu's apartment
Oh,
in The Sims,
yo.
but I
Nice.
don't know if I have screenshots of it anywhere.
Ah, that's you.
Maybe in plot
It's all
footage?
good. I will say, Juby, for one, is curious about this. Um, is quite pleased
Oh, found it!
with what he sees. Ah.
Yeah, so you come in through the front door of this apartment.
Hmm.
Um, and it's cozy. Lots of browns and greens in the color palette. Uh, One thing you will
Ah.
note, looking
Hmm.
around, there is a bit of a mess in certain areas. That is an ungodly amount of books and notes and pencils and other accoutrement on the fucking coffee table, dear lord.
I need to have him roll an intelligence just to see if he can piece together why this might be. Um, Yeah. Okay, good. So it's not just immediate thought of, oh, right, use a nerd. Um, no, you can probably piece together, oh, this might have something to do with all of the recent events.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. And that is noted and a look given to you once Juby pauses in his wandering about and just it's just a complete mess everywhere. You're really into this, aren't you?
Huh? Oh, shit. And he will take off those bright yellow gloves and go and try and
No,
tidy up the mess.
oh, you don't need to. It's fine, really. So long as it's not going to be in the way if we're making stuff. I'll admit, haven't made potions in a few years. Don't worry about that. It'll probably still be the same.
Okay, I just got a unnatural 20 on a dex check
Yo.
to just tidy this up. So with
Oh my God.
like speed and precision born of years of experience, you has the fucking coffee table spotless in minutes.
There is a blink and a low whistle of approval, like, wow. Ah,
And he just
well,
kind
that
of
works.
sets a box full of notes on top of the bookshelf and gestures to the sofa if Juby wants to sit down.
I think he stays standing just because uh looking back towards the kitchen and stuff, like I for one, don't I should know better how long these last. We need it's do you have notes somewhere in that box on how to make your weird fancy lemonade that's supposed to work?
They wouldn't be in that box, but I do have, and we're gonna roll hammer space.
Mhm.
Two, that's not a zero.
Oh, phew.
Or two, that's not a one. So he
Yeah,
he reaches into his vest and pulls out basically a school composition notebook.
hmm.
Looks very beat up, very well used. And he says, I do have my notes from potion class though.
That might work.
Well, considering I wrote down the recipe, I sure would hope that it worked.
As said, you I don't it's been a few years since I've made potions, okay? It's been a bit. I don't know if trying to make something precise is a little more fancy than what I did.
Well, unfortunately, we wouldn't be making anything precise in here anyway.
Mm,
Mirror
eh,
magic and this place magic seem to work on very different rules.
well, I could figure that out when lemonade can work as uh whatever the hell it was, magical life support or whatever. Something. Dr. Everlight put a great deal of stress upon making sure that that was something important to be known.
Oh yeah, no, it's emergency juice for a reason.
Yeah, I like that name for it a bit better, I'll admit. Either way, I
Either way.
don't think I don't think we can make lemonade, but and Juby is going to carefully put down what he has, which is probably the very, very pretty blue flowers. I don't remember the description for the other plant, the heartseed plant, but I
The main thing
know.
about it was that it smells really nice.
Yeah. And he probably has some honey from that because that was the part that was noted to possibly cure poison.
Fun!
Hmm. So he has the actual flowers and the honey from it, and all three of those things are carefully set down and presented quite proudly.
They get a polite smattering of applause as Yu walks
And
over to inspect.
there- I mean, there were a few more things, but these are probably what would work, right? Based on what that juice is supposed to be and what it would be fighting.
Well, the thing is, it's not actually about, fighting what's already there. It's more about giving your body the energy to recover from it. The overblood's
Hmm.
already gone by the time you're applying this stuff. It's really more of a matter of it's gone, but it took like a chunk of your energy and your life force and your magic and your everything and your ow with you.
Yeah, like getting hit by a truck. Yeah, not fun.
Getting hit by a truck is certainly one way to describe it.
Yeah, well, I could be a bit more descriptive, but I don't think it would be anywhere near as polite. So we're gonna go with that. It should still be at least a little bit useful. That's supposed to be good. Ugh. Again, not used to the finesse of all that and not just chuck it in a pot and see what happens.
Well, there's a little more to it than that, but not much. And you will open up the silverware drawer, pull out a little spoon, and give the honey a taste test. And this is high sugar content. That would actually be really helpful.
Yeah, that was what was it? I remember the recipe for your not lemonade. Still, I'm gonna call it that. Fuck it. I'm just calling it lemonade. Lemonade plus, whatever. It's what it is. That
Lemonade,
stuff.
lemonade, but spelled like a pun.
Sure. Stars don't give me ideas. That actually gives me ideas. No, not gonna do that. But that should that might be helpful. That part is supposed to handle I think it was poison. Oh, I don't quite remember. Bit of was in a bit of a state when it was explained, honestly.
That's fair.
Either way, that stuff does that. Others are important. The blue ones are cursed breaker plants.
Curse
At least should
breakers.
keep it. Yeah,
Oh,
they
that'd
should
definitely be
anything
helpful.
from coming back. Mhm.
Mm-hmm,
And then,
mm-hmm.
well, what was it? Something with sugar again, helping it taste better.
Oh, no, 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 no. The term is a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Something
Ah, that.
good helps you get rid of something bad.
Ah, that'll do. Well, the other plant is supposed to make something taste pretty much the best it can.
Well, that would
So that
definitely
ought to
help.
work.
I've actually got a couple different potion ingredient plants of my own that I've been drying and preparing while I've been trying to figure this out. And he gestures over to where behind the tea machine there is a string of dried herbs tied up on the wall.
Hmm. There is a nod of recognition, like, ah, yes, got that.
So we have some ingredients to work with, and if I just. And he does kind of very quickly. Like, that is something you will notice from this is that this guy moves fast and sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Not like he's running, but just like there is no transition frames.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
As he walks over to the bookcase, drops down to the bottom shelf, reaches into the back, and pulls out a book of different potion ingredient plants.
Hmm. Judy's noting this, like, yeah, that might be helpful to have.
Uh,
Uh,
it is like the size of his chest.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is very much noted. And like, hmm, yeah, Don't worry about it. Oh boy. We're just gonna roll this for funnies. Yep, this is fine. Don't worry about that roll.
What is this
This isn't
roll?
angst. This is funny. Um, this is Juby, his poker face. Because Juby's made potions in the past. Um, a few years ago at this point, as he said, um, realizes he has no clue what he threw into his old potions. And this might have been helpful to have. It was just kind of a trial and error before and see what happened. And now he's like, oh, this is how you're supposed to do it, right?
Oh, this is someone who was actually taught how to do this.
Yeah. He's like, fair. This will probably turn out well.
Well, we have all the information on hand that we can hope to work with. You ready to start throwing things at each other and seeing what sticks?
Yep. That's about what I expected. Yeah. Let's go.
Cool. First things first, safety goggles.
Do we? I have my glasses.
Trust me, you want safety goggles. And Yu reaches into his hammer space again and pulls out two pairs of safety goggles and also two lab coats, one of which he will pass to Juby.
Oh my God. Yeah. Juby will do his best to shrug on the lab coat before. Hang on. Um, Pulls out a dagger and does cut two slits in the back for his wings.
Mm-hmm.
And shrugs that on and has to swap out his glasses for the goggles and blinks a few times. Um, it's fine. This totally won't lead to anything. It's fine. Don't worry about this. There's no gags that are gonna come from this at all. No, sir.
Listen, my potions professor was a very talented man, but he was also a very strict man, and I know he would somehow find his way through the mirror to get here to kick my ass if I didn't insist on proper safety gear.
Well, I mean, if you summon him here, might just, you know, nah, we'll figure it out. We don't need someone else.
Trust me, you do not want Professor Cruel here.
Mm, see, you say that, but now I think I want to meet them.
I mean, if you want to get whipped with a dog collar, man, that's your choice.
Uh, yeah, he just snorts and wheezes immediately. And it's like, okay, nope, nope. All right, fair, fair. No, no, no. Never mind then.
That's what I thought. And he will be washing his hands in the sink, and he will indicate for Juby to do the same.
He will. He'll follow all the proper procedures for here. He is still very much laughing as he does. It's like, this is fine. Right. Now do we start?
Yep.
Okay. And whirl. What do we need to roll to see how well this goes?
I'm gonna say we both roll intelligence.
Great. Hmm. Let's see. Because I want to do something funny with it. Because, hey, Whirl,
Hey.
Juby kind of needs those glasses to see.
Oh
Those are
no.
prescription glasses. His eyesight without them is shit. So, Bird Boy here can't really see what he's grabbing at,
I got an
but is not.
unnatural 20 on my id check. Go on.
Hmm? Do I need to roll something to be able to, beyond just the fact that he's probably gonna, roll deception to pretend like he's totally fine? Um, would that impose disadvantage on this check?
Probably, yes.
Cool. Yep. That's a straight D20 for Juby with intelligence. Yeah, that's a 2.
Oh
Nothing
my
will come of
goodness.
this. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, let's go into the DMs and see what we've got.
Mm-hmm. Let's count them and then roll however many we have.
One, two, three. Oh, wait, no, we aren't counting that one. So, one, two, three,
Mm,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, I wish it
I think it's
was.
18.
I think it. I wish it was. I wish we just had two more. Hang on. Because then it could be a d20.
Hmm.
Let me check Pinterest.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
I know one of them
Uh,
can be the fucking one we discussed before FPS.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, Here, I'll put it in. Because Juby's a Minecraft XP.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to have random Minecraft potions?
You know what? That would be funny.
Mm-hmm. I hold up swiftness and leaping because those could be very funny.
Oh my god. Potion of yeets you into another dimension.
Yep. Potion of, you take a step and suddenly you're very bouncy or you're very, very fast. Uh,
Okay.
That's our D20.
Alright. So let's roll our d20 to see what happens.
Shall you do the honors?
I think since Jubilee rolled the lowest, he does the honors.
Oh boy. Let's see. My boy, what have you created? Hmm. 17. Fair enough. I think that's the. Let me grab it. If I recall correctly.
That would be.
This one, I think. Pretty sure it's that one. Because we
The
have
Fly by
19 and
Night
20.
potion?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys work together. You actually shows you how to, like, cut up and prepare things instead of just throwing them in a pot.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you're kind of working blind.
Yeah. He's doing a real good job at faking it though. Mm-hmm. He totally knows what's going in that pot. 100%. Yep.
Um,
He's doing everything right.
and Jubilee, you stir this potion, and suddenly it turns bright purple, and there is a very, very strong smell of plum.
Hmm. Something tells me that's not right.
No, but it clearly did something.
Well, he turns to look towards you. So either we drink this or we put something in it.
I think putting something in it would probably be safer.
Oh,
You will, like, pick up a spoon and dip it in there.
and
Um,
oh boy. Yup.
why don't you tell us what happens?
Oh, well, we get to have fun and flavor that because of just how this potion looks in the art. Um, the spoon is coated and suddenly it's quite glittery. And the spoon grows wings and suddenly starts to fly.
What?
Yeah, I don't. think that's right.
I
Hmm.
ha how how
Oh.
why?
You think I know how this works? I don't know how this works. I did what you said.
I what did we put in this?
Juby just shrugs. Like,
You is just
plum at some point.
I I don't even have plums here. Where did we get plums?
You know, I don't. Oh. Very confused, kind of following where the spoon is going. It's just
This
going everywhere.
the spoon is just flying in circles. I think Dyer is like sitting on the coffee table at this point, and when the spoon flies near her, she like tries to pounce on it.
It just goes until it bumps into something and then turns. It's like a Roomba.
I how long does this even last?
No idea. I suppose we'll find out when your spoon stops flying.
Oh god, I've got a flying spoon for an indefinite amount of time.
It's fine. Just don't let it outside.
I do we dump this down the drain or put it in a bottle? I don't
I probably have bottles somewhere. Hang on.
I mean, I definitely have a few. Or at the very least I have jars.
Mhm. Let's see. Yeah, Juby's able to pull out a handful of potion bottles.
So is you.
Mhm. So we have enough just just in case something weird happens again. We'll probably get it right next time, yeah?
Hopefully. And
Probably. Probably.
uh you guys scrap the potion that's in the pot and try again. Let's roll that
Hmm.
intelligence again.
Hmm.
Is Juby gonna continue rolling at disadvantage?
Yeah, until he gets his glasses back, yeah.
That's a 7 for me.
That's a 4.
Alright, you're going again.
Oh boy.
So it would be a
What?
D19 now.
Yep.
12.
Oh boy, let's go back and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, oh, hot damn.
What'd you get?
That's a good one. Got a real good one.
What'd
Up
you get?
that one.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
So it turns the right color this time.
Mm-hmm.
It turns a bright glowing yellow.
Looks
Um,
right.
looks right. Maybe.
I'll try it. Why not? But what is this? Science? Yeah, we'll say it's science. With experimenting, probably. That counts, yeah.
Magiscience, and I started taking notes after the last one on what we're putting in this thing.
Yeah, yeah, it counts. Um, and Juby does he has one of the bottles and dips it in, fills it up, and does a little cheers motion to you and chugs it.
How does he feel?
Um, well, at first he thinks it's probably right. It's like, yeah, that feels about right. Feels good. Feels mm, wait a second. No, I don't think it's right.
I mean, considering you just started glowing,
Ah, yeah, he looks down. Yeah, his feathers are probably, the outline is probably glowing a very soft gold. And just like, yeah, nope, that didn't happen last time.
no, it didn't. And that's not supposed to happen, but it's similar, so we could try building from there.
We're probably on the right track, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to say that gives Juby cancels out his disadvantage on the next roll because we're working from a base now.
Yeah. Let's try again. Let's try again. Hmm, that's pretty good.
18 here.
That's pretty good. So, with a 17 and an 18, do you think they managed to get it?
I kind of want to do more shenanigans.
I know a way to get more shenanigans if they do get it.
I think I did actually like set it that if one of them gets a nat 20, then they get it.
Hmm. Hmm.
So,
Well, I've rolled the past three. I think you should roll one.
okay. That's what, a D17 now?
D18.
Righto. 8.
Alrighty. Let's go find it. Meow.
Mew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that's gonna be fun.
Oh boy.
So, you kind of takes over a little bit
Hmm.
and cuts up a couple different herbs, crumbles up a few different kinds of leaves, throws them in, mixes it up, lowers the heat a good bit, and simmers the potion for a moment. And then there is just a very earthy smell.
Hmm.
It is the smell of pond water.
Hmm. I think we went the wrong direction.
I think, yeah,
I don't think that's right. I mean, pond is not exactly lemons.
no. I want to try it, but also I'm scared.
I mean, we could save it and you can chug it as soon as we get the right one. There's nothing saying you can't drink it later.
True, but also science.
Give the shrug, like, I'm not putting pond water in my mouth. I've fallen into a pond and it tasted horrible. Never again. No.
You will nod, and then after a moment, um, walks over, grabs a teacup off of a shelf, dips it in the pot, takes a sip of this bright greenish liquid, and there are now frogs.
Yuvi's just like, ah, immediately, like, feathers floofing up is like, oh my god, frogs. He's having flashbacks to the frorb.
And there's just a very startled, well, it's supposed to be a yelp from you, but instead what comes out is
There's a pause. Lifts the goggles up, switches his glasses back on, and just blinks a few times and looks around like, yeah, I don't that's not right. Come again. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, that's not right. Hang on.
You is trying to talk, but the only sounds that are coming out is frog noises.
Like, this would be a very good prank on my brothers. This would be a very good prank on my brothers. I'm remembering this. Um,
You will
But
listen to this, nod, and put some in a bottle for Juby later.
mhm, it is obtained and will be kept for nonsense.
And there's just a moment of standing there with all these frogs, and then you figures out, wait, I can tell the frogs what to do,
Mhm.
and convinces them, okay, please leave.
Honestly, I have a question.
I have an answer?
Because if you is stuck talking in frog, would speak with animals be able to understand him?
I think yes, because that would be funny as hell.
Mhm. There's a pause and Juby like snaps his fingers like, "Oh yeah, right, I can do this." Um and does in fact use the Eldritch invocation of beast speech to be like, "Okay, try again."
Help, I think I'm stuck speaking frog.
Yes, you are. All right, good. I can understand you now. That works. Perfect.
Did you just did you just speak with animals, me?
Yeah,
I feel like I should be offended.
maybe a little. It's kind of funny though.
Were I not stuck speaking frog, I would fight you.
You would lose.
Probably. I am very easy to fight.
And I am very good at fighting. Right. But apparently we suck at potion making. It's got to be the next one. It's got to be the next one.
It's gotta
After
be. I'm usually better
we
at
got so
this.
close. We got so close. The next one. We just don't do whatever you did there. It was probably brought the temperature down too much, maybe? Probably.
Probably, and it was probably a little bit too much of the life leaf that I added.
Yeah, a bit too much. If that brings frogs too much life.
Too much life, too much frog.
Like, okay, let's do this again. Get a new clean pot. Try
New
again.
clean pot. Try again. Intelligence from both of them. That's a 21 from me.
Yep, that's a 14 from Juby.
So we still
He does
didn't get
not.
hit.
Mhm. He still keeps his glasses on. He doesn't put the goggles back on, but they are kind of like up on his forehead. So he has double glasses.
Double glasses.
Mhm.
All right.
So,
I think I fucked up the last one. Do you want to try this one?
yeah, sure. All right, let's roll D17. 4. One, two, three, 4. Oh,
It's dizzy.
nope. Nope, because we're not counting that other one.
Oh, right.
Um
Oh no, it's slippery. You, you, you add something. Juby, what do you add?
Honestly, I think, oh my God, what does he? I think he accidentally uses something that they had used to stir the frog potion with this, like grabs the same spatula, not even thinking about it, and adds part of the frog potion back in. Doesn't realize until too late, and then is just stepping back with prayer hands as he looks at this and sees what drips off the spatula and just, hmm.
It smells like soap.
Hmm. Hmm. This is something. I
Does
don't think it's supposed to do that.
I? No, no. Somehow I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Hmm. Hmm. I kind I shouldn't drink it, but I kind of want to. I don't that's probably gonna feel really weird to put in your mouth.
It
Hmm.
looks like jelly.
does. I think Juby like sticks his hand in it, honestly. Like no thoughts, head in, head empty, just hand in. Um, Pulls it back out and just it is so goopy and drippy and so slippery. It is the weirdest looking thing, and he is just like, well, puts his hand down on the counter. Immediately his hand slips and he falls in a clatter of feathers and squawking.
Can I roll like a d20 or something to catch him? Like a dex save?
Yeah, sure.
Um, that's a 17.
That does. Yeah. He's very light. He's tall and gangly, but he is very light.
You
He
sees
really
that Juby's about to fall over and just, oh, shit!
To be fair, it's a little hard to catch him.
It is. Like,
He's-
Juby does that thing where, like, you try and grab a bar of soap with both hands and it hops out of your hand, like, twice before you can actually catch it.
But somehow they're able to just like, "Oof, okay, I think I'm good now. I think I'm good. Maybe.
Don't lean on any counters.
Hmm. I'm going to roll this because he would. Yeah. He's fine. He does just again to see if it's still in effect, but he's able to quickly catch himself after his hand slips again. It's like, yep, that's still going. Well,
So,
this will make cooking interesting.
you made a very, very slippery potion.
Uh-huh. Never. I made something like this before, but it wasn't this effective. Hmm.
I, I feel like you could have accomplished the same goal with just a fuck ton of grease.
Just a hand wavy gesture, like, not quite.
I'm sorry, have you been dunked into a vat of grease?
No, I don't think it was grease.
Squint.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't. It didn't smell like grease. It was probably soap. I think it was soap. I don't know. Let's just move on. Let's move on. We don't need to hear about that story. It was weird. Don't worry about it.
Alright, that's a 16 from me for the next round.
Oh boy. Juby, my dear. No. It's a little hard to cook when you're really slippery.
Yeah, I think I think what probably happens is like Juby is very, very slippery and probably like drops a whole container of something in.
Tries to grab something and it literally slips out of his hand.
Tries to grab something, it slips out of his hand and just falls all of it in the pot.
Oops. Uh,
Well, this is going to be interesting.
yep.
What is it now? A D16?
Yep, that's a 4. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Skip that other one. 4.
And now you just successfully make fucking soap. So there is a smell of blueberries and mint in the kitchen.
Well, this is better. Not what we want, but it's better. Hmm.
You looks at it, reaches in, tastes it.
Oh, don't put soap in your mouth. It smells like soap.
Yep, no, definitely soap. Ah,
There, see, you're not supposed to taste everything.
that is definitely soap. Hey, maybe if you wash your hands with it, you'll get rid of the slippery.
Hmm. There is a moment, and then like literally, again, dunks his hand in it, goes over to the sink to try and wash off the slippery. Kind of works.
Want to like roll a d2 to see whether it works or not?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's roll. Count that if that was yes and no. Count that yes. So yes, he is freed from the slippery curse.
Are you still
And
living slip and slide?
hmm, I think, hey, does you want to try and avoid because Juby's gonna try and lean on him and see.
Oh god. No, I think I'm gonna let that happen because I think that's funny.
Yeah, it's like, kind of tilts his weight over to one side to lean on you.
Should I roll like a
But
strength check or something?
yeah, why not? For the sake of funny.
Because that is just a straight roll, and that's a 2.
Like, oh, look, gravity's increasing. Oh, and down they go.
And squish.
Yep.
Ow!
Well, hmm, not slippery. Are you good?
Can't breathe.
Oh, I'm not that heavy. He does get up. Bounces right back to his feet easily.
You is just laying on the floor wheezing.
You need a hand.
Yes.
Juby will help him back up. Like, well, that worked. So we know the soap can get rid of the slippery one.
Which is probably
Progress?
good.
Progress. We'll count it progress.
It
That
also
doesn't
smells
help us.
nice.
Yeah, it does. But it doesn't help us with the juice.
No.
Hmm. Well,
You will pause and like pull out the notebook and flip through. And it's just, well, when we made the one that made you all glowy,
hmm
we put in some of these ones that you brought, but we also put
hmm
in some of these that I got from the supermarket. So let's try. And now we roll intelligence.
hmm
And we can do it at advantage this time because we are looking at our
Yeah.
notes.
Yes, let's take that advantage. Yep. We're either going to get through all of these or we're actually going to get a D20. We're actually going to get a nat 20. Whichever happens first.
I got a 10 and a 5.
Nope. You want to roll?
Yep.
D15.
D15. Let's see what happens. God.
This is fine. Yep. 9.
9.
All right, let's go find it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, this one.
Which one?
Da 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 da. I will post. It's one of the ones that I really like. Ah, no. Why did that not copy? Rude. Rude.
Hang
Hmm. Hang on. Image is being quite rude right now. Let's see.
Is it the Moonlight Glitter one?
Yeah, there it is. Boop. So it definitely turns a very fun color.
Mm hmm. It
Not at
turns.
all what they're trying to get, but it's a fun color.
It turns almost black with like swirls of blue and purple glitter going through it. Well, that's not it.
Nope.
I
Hmm,
think too much of the blue velvet.
probably.
It smells
You
like
want to roll an
flowers.
insight?
Sure,
Want to roll insight, you?
happily.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's a 26.
yeah. Um, yeah. Uh, he doesn't immediately drink the flower potion. He's holding himself back, but in spite of what Juby just said about not immediately putting something in your mouth, he really wants to drink the potion.
You will grab 2 teacups off the shelf, fill them both, and offer one to Juby.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Sip.
And down it goes. Doesn't feel like anything's different. Hmm.
Hmm. Maybe it just looks pretty?
Tastes nice.
Yeah, it doesn't taste bad. Very
No.
floral. Almost tastes
Hmm.
like almost tastes kind of like wisteria syrup.
Hmm.
Have you
Yeah.
ever had that? It's very tasty.
Yeah. A while ago. Long time ago. Hmm.
A friend of mine taught me to make it if you'd like to learn.
I'll keep it in mind. Maybe if we can actually make this. Ugh. What are we
I
doing wrong?
don't know.
I mean,
Back
this
in
one didn't seem to even do anything.
I mean, it's definitely sparkly, but it doesn't seem to have any effect.
Hmm.
Back in the mirror, you just went with what made sense. I used lemons for the original potion because lemons, when you have a bad taste in your mouth, are an instant palate cleanser. So it's the idea of something sharp that will cut through a bad or toxic presence. And then fuck ton of sugar because spoonful of sugar. Sun water because the sun is associated with healing magic in the mirror.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. We've been trying it your way. What if we do just one my way and see what happens? Just one.
I, you know what? If you think it'll work, I'm down to try.
At this point, I don't know anymore.
Oh,
So,
I think I figured out something from this last one though. It looks like we used moon water instead of sun water.
that'll do it. Um, so I think what Juby is gonna do, because who knows what's gonna happen with this? They have notes, but also Juby's used to just kind of, all right, this looks good, this looks good, this looks good. We'll eyeball it and see what happens. Um, so he grabs kind of just like said gut feeling based off of what they've done, but mostly just I think this'll work with what
Mm-hmm.
he throws into the pot next time. And let's see what happens. Well, that's a no on my end.
And that's an 18 from me.
Nope. So it doesn't work. Let's see, are we down to 15? No, we're down to 14 after that one.
Mm-hmm.
Mike's giving me fours. All right, let's see. One, two. Wish it would give me a one or a two. I like these ones. Two, three, four. Oh, I don't know how to describe how this one would go, but this one's probably pretty interesting.
Oh, is that the lip gloss?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Jubilee, you throw a bunch of shit into this pot, and it gets very viscous. It gets very hard to stir it. Like, it gets thick.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Well, I mean, that kind of worked. That's usually about what happens. Yep.
This has
Well,
the
that fucked
texture
up.
of glue.
Yeah. That's where, let's see, can he pull it out? Yep, he can. He does, in fact, reach up his sleeve and pull out a potion bottle. Like the ones that you saw that he had were empty. But this one is kind of like a dull blue, and it's faintly shimmery. But as he swirls it around, it is so thick in the bottle. It is about the same consistency. It's like, yeah, this is about right.
You kind of looks at it, tilts his head. You know, it kind of
Oh, it doesn't.
reminds me of lip gloss.
Mm. Hmm. Well, gives a look like, do we try it? It doesn't smell weird. It's not pond water. It's not slippery. Probably fine.
Do you want to try it or should I?
Hmm. Yeah, you can.
All right. And um you will dip like a pinky finger into the goop and apply it like lip gloss. And there is a
So,
moment where you can see his entire skeleton glow for a second.
hmm. No, that's not right at all. That's really not right. Did I put? Oh shite! I put those wisteria into it. Oops. Hmm.
Oh god, am I gonna die in 7 days?
No, 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 you're not. No. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, based on where I got those, uh, might be something weird with ghosts, maybe?
Oh, is that all?
Is that what do you I mean, most people aren't really excited getting something that had to do with, branches from a sacred tree of a goddess of death, but yeah.
Dude, I lived in a haunted house for 4 years. Ghosts are fine.
You what?
I lived in a house with 999 ghosts for 4 years.
Oh, sounds like that place I went to that had a party. Hmm.
I mean, we did
Damn,
have a few parties.
that would have been fun. I'll take you there. I think I remember the way. Might need to take a different train, though. Eh. Either way, that'll probably have some fun effects later. Maybe.
I mean, what do you think? Is it my color? And he will sort of do like the eyelash flutter.
You beat a snicker. That laughter was absolutely in character. And it's like, yeah, sure.
I've always heard purple was more my color than blue, but
It works.
it would go with the costume.
Costume. Oh.
Oh, my old stage dress.
Your what? Stage for what?
Hmm? Oh, you kind of looks up from where he's already like prepping ingredients. Oh, I used to work as a lounge singer on Saturdays.
Do you still?
I
I
don't know of any jazz lounges in the area,
I
so
do.
no.
You should. And it is just you look over and there are sparkles around this bird. You have said the magic words. Like, I know a place. If you would be open to a double act, I would absolutely encourage that.
I
I've been
mean,
trying to get in there for ages. Are you kidding me?
Well, I'm always happy to help someone else achieve their goals.
Hmm.
And
Yes.
he says that as a joke, but there is a genuine sort of smile to it of, well, okay, if you want to get into a place, I'm happy to help.
And Julie does do a little like, yes, cheer. And oh, you have no idea. They're so fucking picky. They won't accept a single solo act. It doesn't matter for the fact that I can sing and play guitar. No, no, it's ask me one or the other. Ugh.
Oh, well, that's just bad business.
Yeah, really is finicky. Might be planning to steal from them just a little bit. They could do with a few less bottles of booze, just a bit, just a few. Some of
If
the
I,
really nice ones.
I mean, if I know anything from the guy I used to work for at Mostro Lounge, lounge owners always deserve to be stolen from. It's always good for their character development in every
Perfect.
circumstance, as long as they don't turn into raging squid monsters about it. Actually, no, it's still
Hmm.
good for their character development then. You just have to avoid getting killed.
Yeah, I don't think. Hmm. No, I don't think that they'll turn into a squid monster. They're kind of more squares. A square monster, maybe. Yikes. That would probably be the weirdest aberration to ever come out.
All
Eh,
squares. So many squares. My arch
we'll
nemesis.
see. We'll see.
Geometry.
Oh God, not geometry.
Not geometry!
No, no, quick. Let's get back to making these before we actually get into something like that. Ugh.
And you will laugh. And away we go, rolling again.
Hey, 15. We're getting better. We're getting closer.
I got an 11.
Oh no. Well,
My
use turn
turn.
on the roll.
Oh god, what is it now? Is it a D13?
Yeah, I think we're down to 13.
We're gonna get through all of these.
I think we are. I think at this point,
Last
we.
one.
Oh my God.
That one's yours.
That's yeah, that's one of the funny Minecraft potions. So, they start making this potion, and you look at Juby, and as it goes, and this potion starts to turn a light blue, light sparkling blue, his eyes light up in excitement.
You looks at the potion
Oh,
they've created and just familiar?
I've made this before. Oh, this is fun. Oh, this is really fun. Oh, I forgot how I made this. Oh, that's perfect.
I mean, I've got
We
the
run
recipe
out.
now for you.
Good. Fantastic. This, for one, this made me a lot of money. This sold really well. Secondly, you need to drink this immediately.
I, um,
He puts his
okay.
hands on you's shoulders. It's like, trust me, drink this.
Hey, Juby, you can roll insight for a second, but you will actually shrug and say, okay.
Where's your insight? 22.
Holy shit. So this is just to catch something that's relevant later. Um,
Mm.
Jubilee, you like put your hands on your shoulders, say, "Trust me, drink the potion,"
Hmm.
and you almost looks like he's going to argue, bring up the fact that you said, "Don't put everything in your mouth."
Hmm.
But then there's sort of a flicker of yellow across his eyes, and he just says, "Okay," and he will turn around and take a sippy.
I fucking rattle you. I know what that is. I rattle you. Whirl. Juby doesn't know. He sees that is sus, but also, um, hey you. You want to go at the maximum speed of Neum?
Oh God.
They made a swiftness potion.
Should I roll a deck save?
Why not? Whatever's funniest.
That's a 10.
Hmm. Yeah, you is going Yum. You have turned the frame rate up to times 3 at the least.
Yeah, you like takes a step and he's suddenly across the room and he's just like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
This is so much fun. This is fantastic on heists. It's the best thing ever.
What is this? What did we do? I'm scared to move.
Oh,
Jubilee,
it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Jubilee, I
Doesn't last
don't want to
very.
launch myself through the wall like Wile E. Coyote.
You probably won't.
You are getting a very pointed glare.
He is just grinning. He's grinning ear to ear, and he cannot stop giggling about this. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just take a step. It's fine. Just one step.
Very, very tiny step back in the direction of the kitchen.
Yep. And it would get him right back where he was.
And I
Like,
rolled a
see?
5 on the deck save.
Oh boy.
So it gets him right back where he was, and then he immediately face plants as the rug slides out from under him.
Let's see. Juby, can you let's see. He's got a +1 to strength, so no, we're re-rolling that. We're gonna use up the hope and try and get a better roll on that. That's a little bit better. Um, so he almost misses, but that light that has been still clinging to his wings kind of flares up brightly and gives him just a little bit extra ability to catch you before you falls. Oh, gotcha.
Thank
I said
you.
small step. Be careful with that.
I did take a small step. The fucking rug went. What is this stuff?
Mm, don't remember if I came up for a name with it, but it makes you go really fast.
So it's like fucking Neum juice?
Pretty much.
Great,
It's
we
really.
created extract of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh.
Nothing. Joke from. You had to be there.
Ah, fair. But yes, fantastic if you're trying to get away on a heist. The cops cannot catch you. They can't. There's points where they can't even see you, which is really good.
Do you want me to bottle the rest?
Nah. Unfortunately, most often these days, I'm heisting with other people. I can't exactly just leave them in the dust. That would be bad form.
I mean, depending on how much is here, you could just give them their own.
I could, but I have to be a good example to these particular thieves.
Eyebrow
Who may
raise.
looking away.
Thieves require good examples?
If they're my younger brothers, yes.
How many people in this city are related to each other?
Yeah, I mean, I live in a house. One, two, three. I have like okay, I live with like 4 of my brothers. Well, 3. The fourth kind of comes and goes. We don't talk about the other siblings I have. It's ridiculous. Don't worry about it. It's a lot of found family. Either way.
Sounds like a good fan fiction.
Oh, stars. Quick, next potion, next one. We're not getting into that next one. Oh boy.
Got an 18 on my end.
15. Oh boy. We're down. B12.
Nat one, nat one. Nope, 6.
Ah, darn. Let's go again. Let's count them down. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Oh, hmm. This is the one that is full of Scopo.
It really is.
Hmm. We're gonna host that and spoil for Scopo. Yeah, da 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 da. I can type. Bam. Yeah. Oh God, how does that even look?
You're stirring the pot and the bubbles start to get bigger and then they start to become solid
Hmm.
and then they start to blink.
Hmm. Maybe just like looking at this, like, hmm.
And you kind of like peeks around him and is just like, "Oh, I've seen that stuff before."
I've never did this. Hmm.
Yeah, check this
What does
out.
this do?
You you will grab a spoon, dip it in the potion, and then like tap the spoon against the back of Juby's hand.
Hmm. Yeah. And he sees this, sees, oh shit, there's suddenly an eye there, and immediately like shakes his hand, like, yo, what the? Which makes himself quite dizzy. Like, oh, that's weird. And soap. We're gonna say the soap is our safety net.
Yeah, the soap is get rid of other potion effects soap.
Hmm. And just hand is off the eyes off the back of his hand, and he's like, "That's weird. That's
Yeah, this one
hang
only
on."
ever gets made. This one only ever gets made by accident back in the mirror.
Hmm. Actually, this reminds me of a friend of mine. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Give me the spoon.
You will hand over the spoon.
Um, and Juby actually takes a spoon of the oil, dips it in, and taps the outer feathers of the longest feathers on his wings a few times, and where the diamond patterns are on those feathers shift into eyes that
Ooh, very Eldritch Angel.
mm, yeah, this is weird. I don't know how he can see like this. Oh, this is giving me a headache. Kind of giving me a headache. Ugh. And
Soap,
it closes it. Yeah, probably. Like lifts up his glasses again and rubs at his eyes underneath.
you will go and grab soap for him.
Like I know someone else with wings who has eyes all over him. I thought maybe, it would make sense if you're trying to like close your eyes and be sneaky, but oh no, that's dizzy.
Yeah, that sounds like something that would give you a headache. I remember I got splashed with this stuff before, and
Yeah,
oh
stop.
god, the migraine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Pauses, blinks, kind of like, oh. Yeah. Would you want to roll perception? Percepi?
I would absolutely love to roll Persepi.
Hmm. This might freak the boy out a little bit, but it's fine. Fine, we're not getting into angst. It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Hmm.
That's a 26.
Yeah, you're able to notice as Juby is rubbing at his eyes. Already, you've seen toons that have black eyes, completely blacked out eyes. Jubilees are kind of weird. They don't look like ink at all. They look a little thicker than it. And then it's oil that you can tell because of the shimmer in it. And also the fact that when he rubs at his eyes, it kind of leaves streaks of black behind. And he just blinks like, ugh, ugh.
Oh, careful not to get it in your eyes. You'd hate to get eyeception.
Oh, no, no, it's not. It's not. It's just drippy. Sorry, it's when I get all pecking watery.
It's okay.
Yeah, flips his glasses back down and blinks back to just the one outline.
It's definitely a cool look.
Hmm,
Very mixed media.
if I knew why it was there, that would be helpful, but eh, either way. It turns out, yeah, at least that's normal. Either way. And he is able to get himself righted from all the weird angles and vision and being kind of having seen upside down and backwards for a little bit while looking forwards at the same time. It was a weird experience.
360-degree vision.
He really did have 360 vision. Didn't even need to turn his head. There's no weird owl shenanigans going on here. He can see all.
Yeah, this stuff usually gets made by accident in potions labs by people who aren't paying attention and wind up adding, God, what was it that usually does it? I think it was teeth.
Teeth?
Mm hmm. Some kind of teeth. Or
Do
it
we
was a
have teeth?
plant that had teeth in the name.
Oh, stars. She'd be looking over their ingredients immediately, like, oh god, do we have teeth? No, okay, there's no actual teeth here. It's probably a plant.
Oh, wait, it was
Okay.
this stuff. And you will actually reach out and grab a couple of dried seed pods, which have little yellowish white seeds inside. And he said,
Oh,
these, they call them pixie teeth back there.
ah, move those away, just in case.
Yeah, they can be good for adding a little bit of heightened awareness. They are very high in caffeine, but
Hmm,
too much of them and eye pox.
yeah. I might put some of those in coffee and see what happens. Hmm.
It would be the equivalent of brewing your coffee with Red Bull.
Oh, I've done that before. That'll probably taste better then. All right. Roll again. Will we get it?
I got a
No.
21.
Nope. No nat 20s anywhere. Alas. Well, D11. We're going through them. 9. All right. We're doing better. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, it's a pretty one. It probably looks really weird when they actually make it, because there's suddenly a flower.
Mm-hmm.
That one. So, oh boy.
Well, there is now plant in this water.
Hmm. Well, I mean, we made a plant.
That's some kind of success.
Hmm. It's not anything weird. Probably fine. I mean, we just made plant. It might be like that. What was the flower one earlier? That was all sparkly.
Maybe. Do you want to try
No, why not?
it?
Teacup time. And cheers once again.
Mm-hmm.
And as they drink it, within the pot, the lily does wither away and disintegrate. Like,
Hmm.
doesn't feel different. Nothing spectacular, no. Chibi looks over himself, seeing, is there any new glowing? Is there any weird flashes? Something weird happening? Like, nope. Nothing that I could see. Might have just made flower water.
Yay, flower water?
I guess. Yay, flower water. Looking at the effects of the potions, um, unless they're gonna go walk on a pond or anything, I don't think it might affect anything.
I mean, there is a couple
Then-
houseplants in Yu's apartment.
Do any of those plants chime into the yay plant water?
I think like one of the little houseplants that's sort of sitting over on the counter kind of perks up and says, "Water?
Oh, that's what it does.
Did
Hmm,
that plant just talk?
I think so.
Hi? Water? Thirsty."
Yeah. All right. Chubi is grabs one of the bottles and fills it up with water and goes over to carefully water the plant. Like, all right, that's hmm.
Thank you.
Never been thanked by a plant. All right, you're welcome, I suppose. Goes back, leans against the counter, and puts his head in his hands. So this one at least, still benign, but we're not getting closer.
I don't know what we're doing wrong.
I don't. Mm. I mean, we tried taking notes. We tried just chucking everything in there. We're kind of like we've gotten close. We're in the solid range of making something helpful.
Which is good.
Yeah. Oh, Stas, you want to give it like three more tries and call it a day, just in case we create something, I don't know, catastrophic.
I I guess.
Okay, we'll call it three. Oh boy.
And I will say after 3 more tries they will get it. If they don't,
Yeah. Let's see. Magic number, do we get it? No, Juby does not figure it out.
I'm trying to get DMV to work with me. Please roll dice.
That's you.
Please, everyone's in bed. I have sole use of the Wi Fi. Holy shit!
Oh my god.
I
Oh my
got
god. Yo. Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Finally, how do they make it work? How does you finally make it work?
it! You will take a step back and say, okay, how did I do this the first time? Because, fun fact for you, you actually invented this recipe.
Hmm.
And he kind of sits down on the couch and puts his head in his hands and says, okay, when I did this the first time, the intention wasn't to create the thing I created. I was just doing it for an assignment.
Hmm.
So I need to approach it from the same mindset. The
How would
goal
that'll work?
the goal isn't recreate the original. It's create something with the same effects using a limited ingredient supply and different magic rules. So, he will stand up and move aside the saucepan that you guys had been using and grab a big old stock pot from on top of the fridge.
Mhm.
Put that on the stove. And instead of turning on the fire like he has the last couple times, he
Mhm.
turns on the gas and then looks over and says, Dyer, do you mind? And let's
Julie
roll a d.
pointedly stepping back.
Unfortunately, Dyer is asleep and doesn't want to
Hmm.
cooperate. So you will shake his head
Do
and
you need
sigh and say, "Okay."
do you need magic fire? Is that what you're looking for?
Um, Juby, you ask that, and you is actually quietly singing a few notes under his breath, and then it's like a bolt of fire just goes from his mouth to the stove, like almost like a dragon breathing fire, but it's just one quick spark.
Oh shit. That's
And
due.
con save. Come on, roll well on this. That's a fucking 8.
Oh dear. Fine. It's fine. We'll make it fine.
Um, yeah, so he like sings a few quiet words that you can't quite make out.
Hmm.
But for the sake of the audience, I will say it is a few lines of the song Hellfire.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say. Mm.
And he manages to get to the point where the fire casts, but then immediately starts coughing.
Uh,
Ow, ow,
no,
fuck,
you
that
take
tastes
it,
bad. Ugh.
take it easy, take it easy.
I'm
What?
okay. I'm okay. Just 1 second. And he will walk
Sure.
over, grab a cup of water from the sink, and chug it. Um, Juby, you are welcome to roll perception if you like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bird concern. Bird not, he apparently doesn't know what to look for, but he is big concern about that. That's an
Uh,
8.
with an 8, you
Rude.
don't notice anything. So it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. That doesn't help him. Hmm. Could I ask for something else? He doesn't see anything immediately, but could I ask to roll medicine? Because Juby is used to hearing people say I'm fine because he says I'm fine. Um, just to see, because he does have medicine proficiency. Would you allow that?
I will allow that.
Okay.
That's a
Nope.
9.
Yeah, no. No clue what's going on there.
Yeah, no. The most you can get with that 9 is you see something red at the corner of Yu's mouth, which he quickly wipes away on his way back over.
You're sure you're all right.
Fit as a fiddle. We got the fire going, and it's magic fire now, which is what we had back in the workshop. Yeah.
Fuck's sake, I'm good with fire. I could have done that for you. Let me feel a little bit useful, even if I've been kind of pecking everything up here.
No, you've actually been really, really helpful. You've created more of the useful ones than I have.
Admittedly, the first few times I was kind of flying blind, but I
Literally?
feel yeah, he does like lift his glasses again. Just hold up however many fingers you're gonna hold up.
You doesn't hold up any fingers.
See, I can tell that. Come on, play along with it a little.
Alright, and he holds up 3 fingers.
And I roll. Ah, shit. I know how to flavor that, even though that should not be high. Rude. Um, it takes him a while. He has to squint and really think. And even when he answers, that's three.
Yep,
That's three, right?
yep.
Yeah.
And I can probably tell you exactly why it rolled high. Um,
Hmm.
because Yu has markings on his hands and wrists that dye his hands a very dark color against the brighter background.
Hmm. So he's able to see it. He can, but you can definitely tell that took long enough that it had to be a really hard think, and he was not playing it up at all. Where he flicks the glasses back down. Ugh.
Next time, just say the glasses are prescription.
Well, I could, but also lab safety.
True, lab safety is very important.
Yeah, I don't want to summon your weird professor.
Trust me, you
At first,
really don't.
yeah, at first would have been funny. Now yeah, no, I think, yeah, no, mm-mm. After all we did, I think somehow the professor would know, and I don't want to see the consequences.
Oh god, it would be extra homework for 3 weeks, and definitely cauldron scrubbing duty.
Ugh. Look. All right. So magic fire done.
Right.
Everyone's okay and can see.
And can see. Very important.
Hmm.
And you will, like, again, pause, think. What are the celestial associations in this world? Like, what do you associate the sun, the moon, the stars with?
Uh, mm, well, personally is different from the other stuff, but he'll go into the actual associations because I noodle don't properly know all the lore. Um, but there is um definitely mention of like the wishing star and stuff like that. Um, but Juby has a bit of a mm, bitter tone as he talks about the stars, admittedly. Um, and the sun, when he gets to that, is far more fond. Um, you can roll insight.
I will happily roll insight.
Yeah.
That's a nat 20. Give me your fucking secrets,
Holy
bird boy.
shit. Holy shit. Um,
You is
well,
good at one thing, and it's fucking insight. He has a plus 10.
yeah. So when Juby talks about the celestial bodies, there's definitely a history there with, the gods of Inkwell that he brings up. And you can figure, again, when he mentions the stars and the bitterness there of there's something supposed to be good there. Something supposed to be very good. Um, you can guess this bird has probably wished on a great many stars and didn't exactly get that wish answered. But there's something about the sun, and he talks about the constancy of sunrise and how it's new beginnings and change, and it will always be there. Um, and there's also a fidget towards the pocket watch on his hip as he talks about the sunrise. Uh, you can tell there's definitely a serious connection with this bird boy to the sun,
Mm-hmm.
and it holds a very special place for him as something very, very good. Even though
Wholesome, gentle.
yeah, he tries to be unbiased. He tries really hard, but even with his design change and character growth, he's just a little bitter.
Which is valid.
Hmm. But yeah, he does give you as much as he can, but that extra stuff comes along too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. So, stars, wishes.
Hmm.
The sun, new beginnings.
Hmm.
What about
Moon
the moon?
guidance, guidance in the dark, I think. Obviously, with the tides cycles, there's a real kind country for Sanaa that it's particularly important to.
Oh, I have a friend.
Um,
I have friends from there.
hmm,
Or I've met people from there. I don't know if they'd call me friends yet.
you have who?
Mm, this nice girl named Anemone who tripped over me at the park,
Oh dear.
and and a water person named Current who I took out for pizza.
Hmm. No, I'll keep an eye on them. There's, gosh, I know 5 others around. We'll see. Maybe they know each other. It's been funny coincidences. I'll keep an eye out for them. But yes, the moon is very important to them.
Okay, and it has an association with guidance in darkness.
Cycles, primarily, I think. Cycles is a big thing there.
Hmm. And you will actually pause, and he looks much deeper in thought than he has looked through this entire interaction or through
Mhm,
this entire like potion making session
mhm,
as he kind of idly scratches at his throat, specifically at the mark on his throat, and stares at the collection of different kinds of celestial waters that he has on the counter.
mhm,
And he will kind of explain to you how each one is made. Um, like sun water and moon water, you just leave a jar of purified water out in the sun or in the moonlight during significant days for those celestial bodies, whereas um, star water, you have to either mix it with stardust or take it out during a meteor shower.
mm, mhm,
Because the idea is you're catching stars in the water.
mm. Interesting. Juby nods along.
So the base stock would probably need to be a combination of several rather than just one. Before I used purely sun water because back in the mirror, the sun was associated with purification and healing through the introduction of new energy. It
Things are a
was
little different here.
the associations are different, exactly.
Hmm.
I mean, I doubt I could make a healing potion by focusing on imagery of butterflies here.
Mm. He kind of shrugs, like, maybe, probably not, but who knows?
But
Honestly, anything can happen here, let's be real.
true, but it's always better to go with a guide. So, let's see. And he will pop open the bottle of sun water and measure out 3 cups of that, and then 3 cups of the moon water, and then 1 cup of star water, and pour all that in there.
Hmm.
And pouring these things together in the jars and bottles, they just look like regular old water, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pouring them together immediately causes a reaction.
Is it glittery?
Um, Basically, there is the glowing image of an eclipse in the surface of the water, and sort of sparks that shimmer across the surface like comets.
Well, that's new and probably good. That's progress.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely a start. You kind of stirs it until that image dissolves and cranks the heat up a little higher,
Hmm.
and just enough so that it starts to bubble, and then pops the lid on the top as he starts looking over the ingredients. Okay. Okay, so the idea with all the lemons was, like I said before, something strong that can cut through bad stuff, a palate cleanser. What's like that here?
Uh, well, I mean, if I wanted to get the taste out of my mouth, especially with that ink, I mean, he gestures again to the uh the heartseed plants. Uh, Again, still same idea, bit the sugar of it, it's strong enough that it's the best taste possible. It's, I mean, I'd add prestidigitation to it to think of the idea, but this is essentially that. You can make anything taste delicious, get rid of the flavor. Can't exactly toss memories in a pot. Have something taste like someone's favorite meal or snack.
You'd be surprised, actually, and you will look through sort of this case of the different potion ingredients he's got and pull out a bottle of something very shiny and silver.
What's that?
Um, you will reach into it with a pair of tweezers and Jubilee, you've spent time on memory lane long enough to recognize a variant of spent lifeline.
Oh boy. Oh, his ear feathers immediately shoot upwards, and he is just straightened up at attention. Where the heck did you get that?
It's not the easiest to get a hold of, but Professor Cruel taught us how to make it back in the mirror. I've tried making it here, but the same process doesn't work, and also I don't have a pen. But this stuff is basically concentrated positive memory.
Yeah, no shit. He, again, just, you can see the math happening. He is just, hmm. There is conflict on his face, but he's not stopping you. Yeah.
Inciting.
Yeah. Uh, Jubilee recognizes this, and is currently warring between a protective, how the fuck did you get that? And uh knowing that, yeah, that's probably really good, but it's mainly how the fuck did you get that? Because
There's there's a specific preparation ritual back in the mirror. You're able to take items that have strong memory associated with them, strong positive feelings, positive memories. My photographs used to work really, really well for this. Unfortunately, they seem to have lost that power here.
yeah,
So,
I think things have moved on to film. Bit easier to edit. Okay, all right.
the
He
bad thing
finds
is it's a limited supply. The good thing is it's incredibly potent. I don't even need this much.
Mhm. You keeping that going. You say limited supply, and again, there's a flick of those ear feathers.
And he will hold sort of this strand over a bowl with the heartseed honey in it, and he will snip off just the very end of that strand before slipping it back into the bottle.
Mm. Right. Right. Okay. Yep. Juby is processing. He's fine. He's just processing. He's cool. He's
You will
watching you
let
go.
him process and kind of um work the honey with a mortar and pestle until it combines with the little bit of good memory in there.
Yeah, that'll do it. Best tasting thing that you can associate in your memory. Hmm. And then guessing that goes into the pot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This doesn't incite any sort of reaction from the pot as it's poured in, but it does change the color of the water from clear to now it's gold.
Good. Progress.
Okay, so that would be clearing out any lingering negative emotion. Next would be restoring energy.
Hmm. And Juby, you can't hand me that.
Juby, Juby, what do you want to give us?
Juby immediately thinking energy drinks. It's like, well, it works.
I think that's a little too artificial.
It's like, you still have those pixie teeth, or whatever they were.
I think I could add a couple of those. I'd have to crush them first so you don't get the eye goop
Yeah,
reaction.
hopefully not, but caffeine and tunes really gets things going very quickly.
Noted. All right. He will shake a couple of those seeds out onto a cutting board and smash them with the side of a knife like he's smashing garlic
Hmm.
and brush that in. The mixture immediately starts to hiss and bubble like soda.
Well, not making lemonade anymore. Never had caffeinated lemonade.
You'd
Be
be
interesting.
surprised. It tastes good, actually.
Keep that in mind. All right, next bit. Got getting rid of the negative, the water, and now energy. Last bit, right?
It would need to be physical healing.
Hmm. Well, looking over what they have, and again, admittedly, Juby's a little lost. He doesn't totally know everything, but he will like look over Yu's book and the ingredients that they have to see of what could possibly like what would go into a healing potion or something like that.
Sure, sure.
Just
Roll me intelligence.
yeah, 11.
Okay, roll at
Eh,
advantage.
Yeah, as said, Bird's strength is not his intelligence.
True,
He's,
but also he does have medicine proficiency, and therefore
yeah, and well, then we'll add that to that second roll. That would be a 23.
yeah, okay. So, Juby, you're not great with plants, but you know medicine at the very least. And looking through this, you find several different kinds of plants that can be used for healing potions. but one of them is one that you're actually pretty familiar with because it is effectively it is the what's the term?
Cure-all?
It's the
Panacea?
it's the poor man's healing potion.
Ah, yes, he
It's
would.
it's you're out on the run. You need to be able to heal up your scrapes by just chewing on a couple different herbs from around you. This is what you go for.
Mm. Yeah, he spots that in the book and immediately stops for a good second. Um, Brows furrowed, thinking, this one. Ah, let's see. Looks over the plants, finds it. This one. It's admittedly not the most flashy or the most high end, but it does what it needs to do. Certainly helped me out of more than my fair share of scrapes.
Mm-hmm. And the name of that plant in particular is Druid's Rosemary.
I'm fine, I'm cool, I'm good. I'm good, I'm great, I'm fine. Yep.
Um, and Jubilee,
Mhm.
roll me history.
Yep. 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 This is fine. This is fine. That's 16. Of course he rolls good on this. Yes, he does.
Yeah, you would know it has another name,
Hmm. Yes, he
Giselle's
does.
Rosemary, which
Hmm.
that is it's a plant associated with various grave rituals,
Hmm.
and B, it grows almost everywhere in Memory Lane.
Yep. Yep. He has that. And sends just a quiet thought. He knows not the right time right now. It's not the golden hour. He's very aware of that. But just an idle thought off of, oh, please help me make this work. As he adds the druid's rosemary in.
Mm-hmm. And it is a bizarre reaction because it's almost like it fucking melts. This is a plant. It should not be able to just sink to the bottom and dissolve like that. But boy, if it sure fucking do.
Yeah, kind of like the lily earlier, but that was good. So this is good. This is good.
All
Okay.
right.
All right.
And I think the last thing to add would be something to help you sleep.
Well, can't add music. Damn.
I don't have liquid music, unfortunately. Usually I'd add chamomile tea, but that just makes you drowsy.
Hmm.
This is supposed to be something that helps your everything rest.
Uh, wait. Wait. And he would actually he needs to roll hammer space. There's another one that he knows about that is big sleepy time. That's the wrong thing. Get that out of there. That's the wrong channel.
Wrong channel, Steve!
Oh, I don't know why that's not. Okay. Let's try this here. See if that goes. Yes. Wouldn't delete in the other one. Forward. Yes, he's able to get it. Um, and okay. Able to pull out um just it's a notebook. It's a small notebook. It looks really beat up. Um, and pulls it out and flips through like where is it? This one. This one. Uh and is able to grab. a pressed um, herb of sunset herb, because that is the make you go sleepy now plant.
What's
It's not a
this?
lot. It's well, I'll admit I don't know all the medical terms to it, but I grabbed some of this when I was having admittedly rough time sleeping because of your blot bullshit. Not blaming you, blaming whatever it is.
It's not exactly a good brain roommate.
No, it's not. I'm really pecking. Very sick of nightmares. I like sleeping. Sleeping's nice. This is good for sleeping. I mean, I made it into tea at the time, but could work. Might work. Probably will work.
You will take it and um, look it over and break off sort of a piece of it and hand the rest back to Jubilee because that is something he probably has a limited supply of.
Hmm.
And
It's,
then, go
you
ahead.
know, no, he like stops you from handing it back. I don't need it anymore. I'm I'm doing better now. And who this is going to, they're going to need all of that.
That's really kind of you, and I'm glad you're doing better.
Me too.
Nightmares suck, huh?
Absolutely. Don't get me started. I had to go through magical therapy with it. Oh, stars.
Magical therapy. Oh boy.
Um, well, kind of like what happened last time, only something that was feeding on my deepest, darkest fears kind of turned into a monster based on them.
Oh no.
Uh, I got a cool sword out of it though. And he does. He
Well, that just makes
cuddles up to
everything
it.
okay, doesn't it?
Well, they're good. They're sentient. They're, you might see them.
I
There is
think
no sword on his hip right now, but you have definitely seen the rapier before.
I think I did right before you got hauled off by the very loud sweary one.
Ah, Timmy. Yes. Good kid. Very loud, very sweary. I love him to death.
Seems like he really cares about you.
Well, he's my little brother. I should certainly hope he does. And if he decides to be a prick, well, I can always find him. And he taps the compass.
There is. Hmm. Let me roll history to see if there is a moment of recognition.
Hmm.
That's a nat 20.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Um, so here's your friendly reminder that you comes from our world.
Hey, you. This is familiar.
And
This is super familiar.
you
You
definitely
also,
watched the Dream SMP in
and you also
quarantine.
would probably recognize a swiftness potion now that he's thinking about it, and the fact that Juby definitely made that before.
Squint. And then he just kind of he looks at that. He thinks of something and then just cracks up laughing. Like Jubilee, you can tell he's not laughing at you, but something you has just found something incredibly funny.
Oh, come on. At least let me hear the joke.
I you kind of had to be there. Um there's sorry. Sorry. This is
Is it
the third
isekai
time.
stuff?
This is
Is
the
it more
third time
isekai?
this has happened.
Oh
Uh
dear.
it just that he points at Jubilee's compass. It reminds me of something from a story I really liked, or a set of stories, ongoing story. I don't know how to describe that whole experience that I really liked watching back back home. But that actually
Ah,
turned out really sad though.
oh dear.
Yeah,
Well, hopefully. Nah, no, I'm pretty sure my brother and I would probably fight the entire universe to keep anything else sad from happening. I think we've had enough of that.
and you will kind of smile and go back to preparing the sunset herb, and he will kind of offhandedly explain, sort of, in the way that somebody explaining a fairy tale would explain something, uh, the version of a story of two characters who are very close, who have two compasses magically attuned to each other so that they can
Hmm.
always find one another, and how that story went.
Yeah, I think for part of it, Juby does laugh along, hearing the similarities. Um, and his face gets very serious when it gets sad, and then just kind of shakes his head, like, well, certainly glad that that wasn't mirrored anywhere here. Yikes.
Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully, a lot of things didn't get mirrored. You seem like a very nice person. I'd rather you didn't wind up dead.
There's a notable dot 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 above his head. Mm, yup.
But it's just a story.
Yeah. Well, let's hope number three doesn't come around anytime soon.
Number three?
Uh, let's go on the potion.
You get a raised eyebrow, but you will continue with potion crafting.
Mhm. Yeah. She was just like, nope. Well, you see, it's hmm, interesting that that character died before. Hmm, really interesting.
Oh, almost everyone in that story dies at least once. Several times for some of them.
Yikes.
Yeah, there's the whole three life system, and then there's also the fact that, like, there's this one asshole who has a book that brings people back from the dead, and, like, part of the story is trying to get the damn thing away from him.
He's just like, here's three life system. It's like, yep. Mm, that seems to be a common thing. Oh, you would have a fantastic time in Crowhelm, wouldn't you?
And where?
Ah, it's small place over on the river by the Ghibli Empire, edge of UPA.
Ghibli. Like the film studio.
Like the like the country, the empire. He gestures to himself. I'm mixed between UPA tune, Ghibli tune, kind of accounts for, and he pops between 2D and 3D to demonstrate.
Oh, that's trippy.
It's a little bit. You get used to it.
If you say so.
The whole town's kind of in that same style, and it's my hometown.
Oh, is it nice there?
Yeah, it is. The I kind of grew up thinking that the plot can't go there. Supposedly it can't. But well, things still happen.
Things have a
So
way
I'm
of
beginning.
working through the cracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say it's probably pretty calm unless you bring a lot of plot shit in.
Hmm. I should probably
And
avoid
stop
it then.
most things. Yeah, you never know. Might be worth a shot. Could get you a few days of relaxation. Can't guarantee for you years, but
I don't think I'd know what to do with even a week of relaxation.
there's some hot springs there. The floating market is pretty fantastic. There's always stuff coming and going.
So it's like a fishing town?
More like a transient place. Nobody really stays, not unless you're one of the locals.
Hmm.
There's, of course, a market because it's on a major trade route, but that's for, you know, merchants to come and stop, rest, maybe hawk their wares a little bit. There's the temple to the patron goddess, but it's, I mean, if you're fascinated in really old buildings, that one's hecking old, all overgrown and everything.
Sounds like a good photo opportunity.
Mm, you'd guess if you can get away from the birds. And, oh, they're pecknecks. They might try and steal your camera.
Oh no.
Maybe. They would, and you'd get back some really weird photos. Don't ask me how they know how to operate a camera. They do. They're too smart. The crows are too smart. And he kind of leaves it at that, and it's very clear he is fond of this place.
It sounds
It's
it sounds pretty.
it is. It yeah. And I suppose if you really want, I mean, if you're making more of that wisteria syrup and such, there's you might need to ask. I don't know if they let people take the fallen branches if one ever really falls. There's a massive tree in the middle of town. It's
Is that the same one that got the that you put in the lip gloss that made my skeleton light up?
uh not technically same sort.
I think that might not be something you want to intentionally eat then.
Mm, you know, but it would be fun.
It would be fun.
And I kind of want to be petty about that, but that's for my own reasons. Yeah, you
Oh?
probably don't want to go. Well, I kind of need to pick a fight with that god,
With which god?
the patron of the town.
You want to pick a fight with your hometown's patron.
Yep.
Dare I ask why?
It's going to sound very complicated and exceedingly petty,
So it's going to sound
but
interesting.
yeah, I think that they're dating my mum, and I have some words.
I mean, if your mom's got the game to pull a goddess, I think that's her business.
Uh, there's very much a face, like you can tell there's more going on, and he's like, I don't want to think about that. It's very much like, ew, parents dating. I've come to realize I'm probably a. I thought I was, antagonist, villain. Unfortunately, might still be protagonist, which is a lot of trouble.
Oh, that there was any doubt about that in your head?
Well, uh,
You have so much main character energy.
I'm finding out. I'm finding that out and figuring it out. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't. No offense, I don't wish main character energy on anyone at this point.
I wouldn't wish it on anyone either. That's why I'm glad that most of the time I wind up set dressing.
Uh, be a little bit more forward than that. Ensemble is nice. Ensemble chorus, that aspect of it. That's very nice. You get to be on stage, you get to be part, you get to have all the fun of the story, and you don't need to be in front speaking all the lines.
Hmm. Yeah, but the chorus often knows something that the cast doesn't, and its own kind of tragedy in that.
Eh, better to know things and stack the deck in your favor.
But can you stack the deck in your favor when you don't have the ability to play a part?
Well, even the chorus can come to the front. They may not always be center stage, but they can still feature.
Hmm.
And so long as you're on the stage, you can change the story. Just because a script exists doesn't mean that it has to play the same way over and over and over again. Just because a song has certain lyrics doesn't mean it needs to end the same way each time it's sung.
Hmm. You'd probably really like Hades Town.
Hmm?
Oh,
Tilts his head.
sorry, it's again reference to something where I'm from. It's a musical.
I do like musicals. No, I was thinking more vague stories. I My name is a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy that, well, this time finally got the story right.
Hmm? What do you mean by that? How so?
Musician that faces the underworld fails time and time again. This time finally gets back out into the sunlight.
Thought your name was Jubilee, not Orpheus.
Joy.
Oh,
Middle
you
name.
son of a bitch.
I thought it was clever at the time when I picked it.
Oh
Oh, I'm
no,
going to be the
it's.
best musician ever. Ugh, it was. I invited the plot. I really did.
Well, you made your initials into a fucking word. I mean, there are worse words for it to be, but.
Yeah, I didn't think about that either at the time. Hmm, it works.
Well, at least your name means something important.
And yours doesn't.
Depending on how you read it, my
Hmm.
name either essentially means insignificant or it means something incredibly stupid because my mother is delusional and decided, you know what, instead of giving my child a normal name, I'm gonna do the equivalent of naming him Sasuke Naruto Smith. Because why the fuck not?
Well, I mean, most names here are puns. And your name is a pretty good pun. You do fit in, and always have a strong sense of identity.
It does create a very funny gag every once in a while. We always love a good who's on first joke.
See there. Chin up. It's not that bad.
Sorry. Didn't mean to be a bit of a downer.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, I'm you were there when I was, face planted on the ground in a crater by the train tracks. I think I think I can handle a little bit of the other side of being a downer.
Meaning your defense, you'd been burning alive like 2 seconds earlier.
Mm, yeah, that wasn't fun.
I can't imagine it was.
No, not fun. The first time sucked. That second time, not fun. Not fun.
No.
Either way,
And
got out.
I
We're
really
good.
am I really am sorry that you got swept up in that. I wouldn't wish
Did
overblood
you
on
do it on
anyone.
did you do it on purpose?
Well, no, but I can still feel bad that you
Yeah.
suffered.
Well, you don't need to apologize for it. It's not your fault. Not truly. You didn't intend to do it. It was an accident. It could have happened to anyone. Fortunately, I'm a tough mother pecker to kill, and also I was very lucky and had some very good people around who gave a shit about me and could see right through my admittedly poor attempts to convince them that I was completely fine. I really didn't have my act together.
They really care about you.
Well, I should certainly hope so, because one is my found family father, the other one is our mutual boss, and the third one did help me a lot when I was being a real peckneck. But also, she's kind of one of my brother's aunts, so I'd certainly hope she likes me.
I think she does. She
Mhm.
seemed genuinely happy that you were okay.
Appreciate that. Now let's get this set and make sure that we can help anyone else.
Mm-hmm. I just got one last thing. Take a step back for me.
Yep.
And
The- Yep.
um, there will be a moment where he clears his throat and again he starts singing, and this time, since you noticed a thing last time, you can roll perception if you want.
Hmm. Um, Honestly, I think before anything actually happens, the moment you start singing again, Juby's gonna stop him. Yeah, that's a 21.
Okay, before you stop him, you notice that when he starts to sing, that mark on his neck, it doesn't exactly light up. It's almost like the skin around it turns red.
Yeah, and Juby immediately moves and like, you, hang on, wait, stop.
What?
What? That that doesn't look right.
What
Just
doesn't?
you're not to be insensitive, but whatever you're doing looks really bad around your neck. Whatever that mark is.
Oh, this? This is just why I can do magic.
Yes, but it looked painful. That didn't look right.
I mean, it hurts a bit, but as long as I get a glass of water and don't strain myself too hard after, it's fine.
Okay, Peckneck, no, no, no. All right.
Do you have counterspell? Oh, Noodle dead.
No, let me back in. Let me
Noodle
back in.
dead!
Ah! Noodle died. My computer slipped. Okay. Yeah. Um, Apparently Juby being like, fuck no. So much fuck no that my computer said fuck no.
Juby
Okay.
noped so hard he ended the FPS.
I guess he did, pretty much. Um, nope, so hard. No, yeah, it is pretty much very serious. Those ear feathers are tilted flat back. They're very expressive. And you notice that you can see them now that they're not hidden by the beanie that they were before. And it's just, I don't know. If it hurts you, we can find something else. Literally, either you're you're trying to get your cat's attention for the fire. I'm assuming the cat is magic.
She can do magic.
Yes. I can do magic. You don't need to hurt yourself to make this work.
I mean, that you make it sound so dramatic. It's really not. It's just a last step in any sort of. Hmm. It's like
I
putting a
can.
signature on something.
Yeah, but you don't need to write the signature in blood.
No, but you do need to give your name.
You're certain that there's nothing else, no other source of magic. I'm I'm standing right here.
I
don't like
really,
seeing people hurting if they don't need to.
I promise you, it's okay.
You're certain. You're certain that it has to be you.
I mean, unless you come from the mirror and didn't tell me.
No, pretty sure I'm from here.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Dyer lost her name somehow. We don't know how, so
You're certain it has to be from the mirror, not here, even though it's supposed to be for here.
I mean, I don't know, I guess. I I've never tried it with someone from here and it would really suck to have gotten all of this way and then have it mess up at the last step.
Mm. I don't like it. I'll say that straight out. I don't like it.
That's fair. If it helps, this will definitely make enough that hopefully it should last for quite a while.
You can't split it half and half or something, if it's going to take a while, or however long it takes.
It's not anything extended, it's just a few quick lines of old trade to act as, well, the words I use are the words that I use to deflect a usual spell, so, but that's just because that's the first way I learned to use old trade as magic.
Mhm. And yeah, I'm gonna say you doesn't need to roll. Juby's still clearly unhappy with this idea, but also you had a point about both of you getting so close at this point and not wanting to screw it up.
And if we get it right, it does have a healing factor, so by testing it, any damage I may have done will be undone.
All right, but you test it immediately after, and if not, I probably have a health potion somewhere. Something.
You will make the cross my heart gesture.
Juby inclines his head and steps back again, arms crossed, keeping a very close eye.
You will pull the lid off of the pot, and he sings a few lines, and this time it's not quiet like it was when he was summoning the fire. This
Hmm.
time it's loud, but you still can't understand it because the words are common, but there is something fucked up about the words.
Hmm.
It's common, but not common in any way that you've heard it before. He called it old trade. You don't know what that means, but it feels powerful.
Hmm. Yeah.
And
It's some magic peckin' bullshit, and Juby does not get magic bullshit.
and just as he promised, it's a few lines and there is a flash from whatever's in the pot, whatever it is the two of you have just made, that goes off almost. You know how in imagery of solar flares, it doesn't so much explode outward as it just flows out and then back in?
Hmm.
It's like that.
Hmm.
And there is, for the briefest second, the steam hovering over the pot creates the illusion of a bird and a moth.
Juby tilts his head a little bit,
Huh,
and then is immediately like handing you a teacup. Now, drink.
that's interesting. Usually it's just a butterfly. Yeah, I should drink. Ah, fuck.
No,
Ow.
stop talking. Drink.
Drinking. And he gives you a little two-finger salute, dips the cup in, takes a sip. And um it doesn't make him glow the way the hope potion did to you, but
Mhm.
you see that mark on his throat turn briefly golden and the redness recedes. Oh,
Yeah.
that feels better.
Uh, okay. And
I think we were successful.
others.
This feels like it did before. I mean, it's not the same, but it's the same. Hmm.
And Juby and feathers now settled and shoulders no longer hunched in don't like this. Um, does get just a little bit, not much, probably teaspoonful because he's being careful to not take too much. Was more concerned with you drinking that. Um, does taste it on his own.
It tastes. Juby, what's your favorite food? Or what's your favorite drink?
Hmm. Oh, yeah. It's tea. It's this tea that's always far too bitter because of the way that it was made. Uh, far steeped too long because the process is drawn out and overly traditional. And it's this herbal kind of Ghiblian tea. Tastes like it. Funny enough, you smell it pretty often at the Painted Lady, but there it's not quite so strong. And he blinks a few times. Oh,
And Juby, if you had any like lingering exhaustion or anything from the overblood incident, it is gone.
yeah. Nope. That was gone, and it is definitely, he is good.
I think we
Probably
did it.
maybe had like a bruise or two from sliding around and falling on the floor. Shenanigans earlier, and those are gone.
I think we did it.
Oh, finally. How many pecking ones did we make?
Several accidents, but you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet.
Yeah, that'll do. So now we have recipes for the other ones, so those will be fantastic pranks or some side money. Oh, that's a relief. Good to know everything worked.
Mm-hmm. And there should be quite a bit here because you kind of taps the side of the pot with the spoon. It is a big fucking stock pot.
Mhm. Mm. Mind if I drop by another time? Just to test something.
Uh, sure.
I mean, I'll need to get more honey. We did use the last of it. But I want to see if I can recreate that using magic from here. Because, I mean, just in case. The plot can go anywhere. Just in case.
Sure. And if you need any of the ingredients that I've got, I'm all too happy to share them. I'm just
I'll
glad
come
that.
bother you again. I promise not to kick in the door.
Please don't. You're lucky I had a mug in my hand and not the knife I'd been washing a few minutes earlier.
I mean, it wouldn't have been the first knife thrown at me, and I'm very good at dodging.
That's not comforting, Jubilee.
Good. I'm glad it is.
No, it's not. It's decidedly not. I I have known you like personally for about 3 hours now, and I'm already concerned for your well-being. Are you okay? Why are people throwing knives at you?
Well, people don't like when you steal from them.
So don't get caught, idiot!
Yeah, I don't most of the time,
And yet
but
you still get
sometimes you'll
knives thrown at you?
It was a very complicated rivalry, okay? We're not going into it.
Oh god, please tell me it's not any of that enemies to lovers stuff.
Well, don't worry about it.
Oh dear lord. I work with
There
people
was a
who
casino involved. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I work with people who have rivals. Is that something I'm going to have to be wary of? Is them throwing knives at people or getting knives thrown at them as a sign of
Mm,
affection?
well, it wasn't affection at the time. It was mainly, you mother pecker, get out of my casino, stop stealing from me. But I was very cute. Either way,
I mean,
no, I don't think any of the detectives and their rivals around here are going to be throwing knives.
oh thank god. I mean, I could always just add, make sure to wear knife-proof clothes to
I
the
don't
case
think
files, but
you'll probably be fine. Again, I don't think that trope is anywhere near any of them.
hopefully not. I really hope not. They all seem
Nah.
nice.
Yeah, they are. They're all, again, detectives, phantom thieves. I have just always been quite the lovable rogue archetype. I get into a lot more mischief than that lot.
You just shakes his head and just, oh goodness.
He just snickers and grins. He looks quite proud of himself with this.
This world's this world's insistence on tropes is something that has me in so much fear.
Well, when all the world's a stage. Shrugs.
You guys have Shakespeare here?
Never heard of that.
That's a quote from Shakespeare.
That head tilt.
Hang on, let me the player look it up so you can say it.
Yeah, I yeah, you're good. I look at I think there's something related to that. I think someone has characters related to that, so I'm just internally like I
All the
don't know if Judy would know.
all the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. As
Hmm.
you um it's from As You Like It in Act 2 Scene 7.
Don't think I've ever heard the second part of that. Eh, don't quite remember where I heard the first. I've never really been in a theater while the production's going. Saw a ballet once. Saw another that was some kind of fight scene. I don't know what they were fighting, a puppet? It was a weird show. I just kind of snuck in. Hmm,
Well, I highly recommend the experience if you ever get a chance. Theater's really nice.
yeah. I actually have gold to go now. Quite, it's much better than being broke. I'll admit, it's a lot better than being broke.
Being broke sucks.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
You have my emphatic agreement on that.
Mhm. Admittedly, getting better with the money thing. Little bit. Probably good that rent's technically free. I mean, I have to make phone calls occasionally. I'm, but that's not that bad.
I mean, phone calls do suck though.
Yeah, they do. But I'm very good at talking to people, and if they're rude, that just means I get to fuck with them.
True.
So really, it's just enabling my bad habits.
Oh goodness.
And I think we can leave the FPS off there with our boys chuckling and having a good time as they carefully bottle up the potion that they have successfully made.
Mm-hmm. You will hand a couple of the bottles to Jubilee. Just keep on hand
Yeah,
in case
just
of
in case.
disaster.
Yeah, they are safely put into hammer space.
And that is our FPS.
Yay!
This was
So,
fun.
thank you for playing with me. We had good, we had serious, we had slippery potion.
We had slippery potion.
Oh my God. Totally fine. It's great.
I'm sad we didn't
And
get the potion that turns everything edible.
alas, we didn't get goldfish potion either.
No, which is
Oh
sad.
well. Guess they have to meet up again.
It's fine. We can have more potion boys hours.
hmm Totally. Totally. It'll be great. They're so smart. Now they don't need to worry about getting things right. Now it's just, how can we, what would be the most interesting thing to put in a pot and see what happens?
Listen, sometimes you must make a friendship on the sheer basis of forbidden soup.
hmm
All right. Everybody say goodbye to our listeners. Bye bye, listeners.
Bye.